Well, we want to focus next on an IPO happening in London today. And for that, we're joined by our breaking news editor and editor of the London Rush newsletter, Louise Noon. Louise, good morning.
Good morning, Stephen. So Applied Nutrition, the maker of protein powders and supplements, has raised over £157 million in its IPO in London this morning. Shares are priced at 140 pence, which was towards the lower end of the range before they jumped at open, touching 150 pence. Now, it's notable because it's one of the very few IPOs that's happening in London at the moment. So to talk about it further, we're joined now by Thomas Ryder, the founder and CEO of Applied Nutrition. Thomas, good morning. Just want to start off with a question to ask, were you happy with this price this morning and were you disappointed that you weren't able to list at a slightly higher price?
No, we're absolutely delighted with the price that we have. We're absolutely delighted with the register of investors that we have. So honestly, we couldn't have asked for much more.
Talk to us about the decision to list and to list in London. You know that there's many other companies that have chosen to go elsewhere for it. Was this a good time to list in London for you?
You know, I think, firstly, I think we chose to list because we just feel that we're on that. We're at that point within our journey now of becoming the world's most trusted and innovative sports nutrition brands. And we just felt that listing now would catapult us into a new league. Offering us global credibility and global recognition. As we're an export company, we trade in over 80 countries. We just felt that was the right move for us right now. But when we explored the option, we heard some negativity around what markets to go on and LSE. But for us, we're a UK brand. We're proud to be a UK brand. We're flying the flag for UK sports nutrition brands globally. And it would only ever be the London Stock Exchange. We would never consider anywhere else. We're a proud UK company and we want to be on the LSE.
So you noted that negativity in some of your discussions before. Why do you think that London really does struggle to attract these new listings? There's been a few reforms that have been implemented more recently. Do you think those have worked? What do you think needs to change? What are the key problems?
You know, since we started this process and we went on the road and we're speaking to investors, we've seen nothing but excitement. We've been seeing nothing but encouragement, and people are really embracing our company with their arms open. We're absolutely humble, so we couldn't ask for more. We've not seen anything but excitement here.
I wonder if you're thinking as well about the budget due next week. Lots of talk about what taxes might be raised on businesses as well. Were you conscious of that timing when you chose to list this week?
No, we always planned to list in Q4. It's just that the data fell nicely for us. But yeah, it's always been within our plan.
So, Thomas, I have to ask, so you created this business roughly 10 years ago. And from what I understand, you were a scaffolder before you started selling protein powders and supplements as a kind of side hustle. Did you ever think that this was happen? Was this your plan? Did you ever think you'd get to an IPO?
You know, if you'd have asked me 10 years ago, no, we could never have dreamt that we'd be here today, IPOing the company. It's like, it is literally a dream come true. But it has always been something in the back of my mind where I've always said, some people say, well, where do you want to take the business? Where do you want to go? And in the back of my mind, sometimes you don't say it out loud because you're ashamed to, or I don't know. But in the back of my mind, I've always thought I would love to IPO the company and be a PLC.
It's interesting, we've been reporting some comments from the Prime Minister overnight saying that he doesn't think there's anything in the budget that's going to scare entrepreneurs away. Is there anything that you'd like to see the government do that would perhaps help you to boost your business? You know,
for us, I just think in the UK it's important for businesses to work with the government to work with businesses. And I think whatever policies are put forward, we're going to embrace them, you know. So we look forward to whatever governments and whatever policies are put in front of us.
Talk to us about where you expect the company to go from here. What's your next big goal that you're aiming for?
So that's where my focus is, and we've not scratched the surface. Literally, we've done well. You are right. We've been around now 10 years, and we've come a long way, but we've not scratched the surface of where we could be. This industry is absolutely huge. This is a big world, and we're now embracing a lot of new consumers from health and wellness consumers all the way up to professional athletes. The road ahead of us is absolutely huge and exciting.
And having done this yourself, what advice would you give to someone else who would be in your position where you were about 10 years ago, or someone, you know, considering starting their own business as well?
Number one, believe in yourself. Don't let anyone put doubts on your own beliefs and your own ambitions. follow your dream, and just keep grinding away.
Do you think your business is based in Liverpool? Is that a good place for your business to be? Were you tempted to move anywhere else at the time? Do you think you're kind of in a leadership position there where it comes to entrepreneurship in the city?
I'd like to think so, yeah. I mean, we would never ever move from the city. We are a Liverpool-based company, and that's it. That's our roots. We manufacture we have a headquarters there. We have a manufacturing facility, warehousing facility, offices. We also have offices in the US, also in Dallas. But the heart of the business is in Liverpool.
I'm interested in your export market as well. Where are you targeting to expand that? And, there's been so much talk about how the UK, it's more difficult to trade, for example, with the European Union post-Brexit. Have you experienced any of that?
There was complications post-Brexit. I think that it's nothing that we'd never overcome quite quickly. And it hasn't stopped us in any way or slowed us down in any way of trading with Europe. In fact, Europe's a huge demographic for us. It's a region that we do very well in, and we're growing in. We're now going multi-channel in Europe into grocers. So we've not seen any suppressing. We've not been suppressed in any way since Brexit.
Thomas, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and congratulations on the IPO this morning. But thank you for your time.
Thomas Ryder there, founder and CEO of Applied Nutrition. Those shares trading at just over 147 pence on the London Stock Exchange this morning. The latest IPO, of course, in the city at a time that we've been talking about a dearth of such listings. So great to get the perspective there of Thomas Ryder about his both the journey to the IPO for the company, why they chose to list in London, and his hopes for where they go next.